People won't attack you if you're accurate. They'll say you're wrong, but you are beyond wrong. You're trying to send a little message about the fact that she's a woman of color. We all see it. We know what you're doing.
Why
Stop
are these
it.
white men so scared of important?
Because black women and women of color freak people out. I don't know why.
Well, I know. Well, they don't.
Oh, geez, I wonder. Oh, man. Whoopi Goldberg, Joy Behar, Sunny Hostin, and the rest of The View continue their meltdown, continue to lose their minds ever since Joe Biden drops out of the presidential race. We all know that The View with Whoopi Goldberg and the rest of them have been such huge Joe Biden shills that, I mean, it's pretty obvious that they were paid off, in my opinion. If they're not paid off, then they're just the dumbest humans to ever live to be that big of fans of Joe Biden. But ever since he dropped out and endorsed Kamala Harris, or ever since somebody dropped out, you know, in his place, because it doesn't seem like Joe Biden is, I don't know if he's alive or if he's just very sick. Somebody wrote that letter for him and he still hasn't made an appearance as of me recording this video. So it's weird. It's a really weird situation. But anyway, ever since Joe Biden is not part of the next presidential race, they have been losing their minds. And now they're getting angry at, guess who? Straight white men for criticizing Kamala Harris because they're just being racist and sexist. It's not maybe because Kamala Harris is not fit to be the U.S. president. It's just because we're racist and sexist. Let's check this out.
First off, he said he's going to hire a black female for vice president, and that he just skipped over. What about white females? What about any other group? Just when you go down that route, you take mediocrity, and that's what they have right now as a vice president.
So are you suggesting she was a DEI hire?
100%. She was a DEI hire.
Okay, so here I'm going to be respectful because you actually have a job. He never said that. He said he was thinking about a woman. He never said her color. He never said anything. If you're going to...
It's still stupid. Why do you think about a woman? Why not just think about the best vice president? And I know that's like the easy thing to say. I know everybody says the same thing, but it's just the truth. It's so stupid. And like, it's even more stupid to defend anybody doing that. Anybody saying, instead of who is the best person for vice president, it's let's go find a woman. You know, it's so dumb. Like, seriously, can everybody not see how just stupid this is? I know Whoopi Goldberg is not capable of seeing it, but everybody else, like, yes, it seems obvious to say, and yet it's never done. Nowadays, it's always, oh, let's just go find a woman. Let's go find a black person. It's like, it's so dumb to look for any race. It's the same thing goes for looking for white people. It's dumb. Just go find the best person for the job. I know that's easy and like virtue signally to say nowadays, but it's just the truth, and it needs to keep being said because it's not being done. It's not being put into practice. The opposite is being done everywhere.
Attack people. Try to do it in a factual manner. I know that is almost insane for you to think about, but a fact really does make a difference. People won't attack you if you're accurate. They'll say you're wrong, but you are beyond wrong. You're trying to send a little message about the fact that she's a woman of color. We all see it. We know what you're doing.
Why
Stop
are these
it.
white men so scared of important?
Because black women and women of color freak people out. I don't know why.
Well, I know. Well, they don't.
Oh, geez, I wonder. Oh, man. I wish I could say what I'm actually thinking right now. And no, it's not some extremely racist thing. I have black friends, okay? I'm just kidding. But they do act in a certain way, and not all of them, but people like Kamala Harris act in a certain way where it's like, you know, I saw this one tweet. I wish I had it pulled up for this video, but as you guys know, I react to these videos live. Like, I have not pre-watched this clip. I have somebody that sends me these topics. So if I did pre-watch it, then I would have had it pulled up. But there was this tweet that's going viral where it's Kamala Harris debating Mike Pence. And the reason why it's not that I don't like women of color, but I just don't like this certain attitude that some of them have. And it just happens to be a lot of the time women of color that have this attitude. It's just that culture or whatever. And I can't believe I just said women of color in a non-sarcastic way. I apologize. I will never say that again. But people like Kamala Harris, you know, she said something in the debate with Mike Pence in the clip that's going viral. And it's going viral for positive reasons, where she's like, "Excuse me, sir, I'm speaking." And it's like, oh my God, I wish I could. I can't even say it. Kamala Harris, you know, Kamala Harris is kind of like my Donald Trump. Like, Kamala Harris is to me what Donald Trump is to leftists. She lives rent-free in my brain. She truly does. I have immense amounts of hatred for her. And it has nothing to do with her skin color or her gender or whatever. It has to do with the way that she carries herself. It's just so infuriating to watch. Like, I just can't stand like the sassiness and you guys know what I'm talking about, you know? It's so like, I just can't even describe it. It's the worst thing ever. She lives rent-free in my head, truly. And that clip that I'm talking about with Mike Pence, where she's like, excuse me, I'm speaking. It's like so obnoxious, and it's going viral for positive reasons. The caption of the tweet is something like, mother is mothering right now, or some dumbass saying that these Gen Z or, you know, Zoomer women say nowadays, mother is mothering. Like, holy shit, what is this world going to? But anyway, all this to say, it has nothing to do with her being a black woman. It's the way that she carries herself. And it just so happens that a lot of black women carry themselves that way. It just so happens, you know. I don't have anything against black people, black women, or anything. It's just, no matter what color you are or gender you are, if you carry yourself as Kamala Harris carries herself, I will hate you. I will genuinely have hatred for you.
Like strong, powerful women, we know that.
Well, you know what I think?
Yeah.
I think that they recognize that they're in trouble now with Kamala at the head of the ticket.
Yeah.
I said it yesterday. I like the odds of pitting a former prosecutor against a convicted felon. I like the way that matchup looks. I like the way that Kamala has appeared very presidential. I like the way everyone has circled the.
Guys, this might be the end of me. I'm not gonna lie. I said this like before all this stuff happened with Joe Biden and the debate with Donald Trump and everything. I said it before. I said if Kamala Harris, I really hope it's not Kamala Harris that gets the nominee, not because I'm scared that Kamala Harris would actually beat Trump in a fair fight. If all things are fair, Trump's gonna win. Don't know if all things are gonna be fair, but that's a topic for another time. But it's just the fact that Kamala Harris is the worst, literally Hitler, okay? She's literally Hitler to me. I hate her. I just cannot stand her. And just even talking about her, hearing Sonny Hostin and Whoopi Goldberg say that Kamala Harris is presidential, I'm going to lose my shit. I'm going to lose my mind.
Wagons. Yesterday, there was a phone call with Win with Black Men. It's an organization now. They raised $1.3 million in under 2 hours. Okay? So this fallacy that black men are going to vote for Trump, just listen to what happened on that call.
Right.
And so I think people are afraid because black women are the most educated demographic in this country.
I hate it. Oh my God. I can't even say anything because I'll get straight up canceled if I say anything. Even if it's not actually racist. What kind of dumbass statement is that, dude? They literally have to kick out Asians from Ivy League schools in order to fit black women in, or black people in, and people of color, or whatever they call them. They literally have to leave Asians out that are so much more highly qualified. Like, I can't do it, man. I can't do this anymore.
Black women are the backbone of the Democratic Party, and black women know how to organize. And
yeah, if you say anything with enough conviction and chicken neck, move your neck in a circle enough, then everybody's just going to clap in the crowd. I guess that's just how it works.
Organizing and galvanizing behind Kamala Harris, and that is scaring the heck out of people. But what I will say to people is, stop with the she didn't earn it. Stop with the she is not qualified. Because as a black woman, to have held the positions that she has held, you have to be twice as good to get half as far. My father always told me that, and that is absolutely true. And all that rhetoric does is galvanize us more. That's all that rhetoric does.
The Republicans made a lot of mistakes. Say God forbid. But my mother used to say that instead of, what is the one they use in the
Bless your
South?
heart.
Bless your heart, like that. Say God forbid.
Yeah, bless your heart is apparently racist to these people. Apparently you can't say bless your heart because that's like a racial slur now. I just, like, anybody that comes from the South knows that bless your heart is not like a racist thing at all.
I mean, they've been going after Biden on his age. He's old. I don't know. Who's grandpa now?
Yeah.
Grandpa, let's check his cholesterol levels, okay? I mean, then they put Vance on the ticket, who's worse, almost worse than Trump, if that's conceivable. I mean, the guy says that women should stay in abusive relationships. So if the guy hits you and beats the crap out of you, just stay there, according to Vance.
Yeah.
Okay? I think that even pro-lifers in this country will object to that. I really do. So that was a mistake. Plus, he's a clone of Trump. He didn't expand anything by doing that. And the other thing I wanted to say was that it's interesting that Trump, he couldn't understand how Biden would put country over party, because in Trump's DNA, that doesn't exist.
Yeah.
Yep.
People who do things like that, like our military, are considered losers and suckers. You know, so Joe Biden is a loser and a sucker. That's according to the mentality of Trump, who has no ability to feel those feelings for his country. It's all about him and his party, his base. That's it.
One thing I also really love is right now the big attack for her.
If you enjoy content like this, make sure you leave a like and subscribe to the channel. It really does help me out a ton. Let's get back to the video.
In addition to the dirty things, are she's too liberal. She's too liberal. That is a very rich comment on her right now, because what Trump did was name J.D. Vance, and as you said, he's further right. He is Project 2025. He is the Heritage Foundation. He is the MAGA agenda. He had a chance to do something else, and we said here the convention was really just a doubling down on extreme agenda. Vice President Harris is really, and this is I don't have input here, but what I'm seeing, only looking at moderate, beloved Democrats. And what that says to me is, for the person saying you're too extreme, she's the only one that's actually checking in with the American public. 43% of this country identifies as independents. They are more moderate than the minority extremes would like you to think. By minority, I mean partisan extremes. That the country is in the middle. She's saying, I see you as voters. So it's not just political strategy. I feel like she's thinking about people like me when she's picking her vice president.
She's pretty moderate also.
Well,
She's pretty
yeah, but I'm saying
also.
that doesn't even hold water when you look at what she's doing.
Yeah, but former prosecutors aren't leftists.
Well, and for what it's worth, I think that moderate probably on the left wing.
Why would that be, Sonny? Why would former prosecutors not be leftists? Are you trying to say that leftists are more likely to commit crimes, or that leftists support crime? Wow, that might have been Freudian slip there.
I don't think any Republicans here is moderate, but I do think it's a very wise idea to find a moderate vice president to open to the biggest voting bloc. But listen, MAGA's in full-blown meltdown right now. I don't really know why, because they have known
we're not, dude. I don't even know why I said we're not. I'm not like some MAGA person, but it's I don't think that the MAGA base is in full-blown meltdown, dude. These people, like, where do you see that at? The only reason why I'm in meltdown mode is because now I have to deal with like 4 or 5 months of Kamala Harris and people telling me that Kamala Harris is presidential. That's why I'm in meltdown mode. Not because I think that she's an actual threat to Donald Trump. She's not going to win. If all things are fair, it doesn't matter who they put up. They're not winning. Trump is winning. You tried to put the guy in jail, it failed. You tried to shoot the guy, it failed. Trump is winning. You know, but that's if all things are fair, and I don't really trust that all things are going to be fair. So I don't know. In my eyes, and maybe this is just like a me existing in a bubble type perspective, it's Trump wins or it's not a fair election. Like that's how it is, because you know, everybody that I talk to, everybody that I see is swaying towards Donald Trump, and I have a lot of friends who are not like Trump supporters or right-wing people. Last election, I have a friend who was saying that, you know, we're into the stock market and everything. And I was saying, I want Trump to win so that my stocks can go up. And he was saying, I would give all my money in my stock portfolio for Trump to not win, because he's so like into Joe, you know, he's so into the brainwashing that goes around with Donald Trump. And I was like, dude, you're an idiot. And now, you know, this time around, he's like, yeah, dude, I want Trump to win 100%. So even those people who are like so brainwashed that they would give up all their money in their stock portfolio for Joe Biden to win or for Trump to lose, they're now on the side of, yeah, I want Trump to win. It's obvious who the better candidate is in this situation, no matter who the leftists put up, no matter who the Democrats put up. Let me know in the comments what you think about The View. I can't do this anymore. This might be my last reaction to The View, especially talking about Kamala Harris, because it's not good for me. It's not good for my health. This was the most infuriating episode I've probably watched in a really long time. Let me know in the comments what you think about Whoopi Goldberg, Sunny Hostin, Joy Behar, and the rest of their reactions to Kamala Harris being the next, well, potentially the next nominee for the Democrats, and the fact that they're calling out everybody who is saying that she's not a good nominee, a straight up racist, and the same old board talking points that we've heard a million times. Let me know in the comments what you think about this whole The View and Kamala Harris situation.